future Canada College students. My name's Kyle Broda. I've been working with Canada College for more than 10 years. I'm a regulated Canadian immigration consultant, and I'll introduce you as well to Lisette.
Hi, hello everyone. My name is Lisette Reese. I'm an immigration consultant as well and have been collaborating with Canada College for a few years.
So just a little bit about Canada College. Personally, I've taught in universities all over the world, including here in Montreal, of course. And Canada College is one of the places that I've taught myself. Now, for Canada College, they've welcomed more than 6,000 international students. Here in Montreal, they have quite a few campuses and quite a few campuses in other cities all across Canada. So for Montreal, Montreal is my favorite city in the whole world. I've lived in quite a lot of places on every continent, actually, except for Europe. And I always come back to Montreal. Montreal is just the best. You have a great mix of international people, of languages. There's lots of festivals in summertime and wintertime. And it's just, in my opinion, it's just the best city in the world. For you, Lisette, you moved here, I suppose, 10 years ago. And has it worked out well for you?
Yes, exactly. I immigrated here a bit over 10 years ago. And I chose Montreal because of that unique combination they have of cultures, of languages. And so far, it's been a great opportunity for me. And I've been able to develop both my French, my English, my personal and professional skills, and also to know a lot of people from different backgrounds and cultures, which I think is the rich part of what this city can offer to international students and everyone who decide to come here.
Yeah, it's a very intercultural city as well. So here, I mean, you speak 3 languages every day, right? It's English and French and something else. Mm-hmm. So it is really such a great city for an international student or an aspiring international student like yourselves. I mean, I think you're going to have a great life here. Now, let's talk about the program here. So here at Canada College, they offer a diploma in vocational studies in a couple of areas, right? Nursing is the popular one, I would say. And the amazing part about studying nursing here in Canada is that there is such a high demand for people who have work in the healthcare industry. So having a great education in nursing, combined with that really strong job market is, in my opinion, is a very good place to land. Now, regarding transitioning from being an international student here to becoming a permanent resident, Lisette, can you explain the general process for this?
Well, yes. First, let's talk about this program that Canada College is offering, like the DVS in nursing. This program, it's a program that gets into that category of transition programs that the government is implementing more and more here in Canada within immigration. So people who come to study, who create already a network, establish themselves in here, are able to later on transition into permanent residence. So then with this program that Canada College offers is an 1,800 hours program, which can lead the student later on to apply for permanent residence under the PEC or a Quebec Experience Program within the province of Quebec. So the person who decides to apply under this program have to establish here in Quebec. So it cannot go to another province. It has to stay. The person has to stay here in Quebec. Then once completing the program, has to follow a certain hours of eligible work experience. So then after that, they will be able to obtain the permanent residence. Okay, so first, the first step will be to apply for a CSQ, which is just right before they finish the programs. They are allowed to submit this application. So then After they finish the programs, they receive this CSQ, which is a Certificate of Permanent Selection issued by the Minister of Quebec. Then once they get this certificate, they will be able to apply to the federal government for the immigration part. And with this, then once they become permanent residents, they will have, all the rights of someone living here. They can work in their field. They can choose if they want to keep studying, for example, or if they want to work even like for 2 different employers. It's then like really the freedom to do whatever they want and apply what they learn at this program in their lives.
That's right. And even citizenship would be obtained, or could be obtained, after 2 years of being a permanent resident, as long as, of course, you have those 2 years of being here as temporary resident. So if you are a Canadian citizen, that's for you for life, right? If you have a kid, your kid is automatically a Canadian citizen as well. So if you're thinking long term, this is really a great way to, I don't say become Canadian, but to obtain Canadian citizenship. In obtaining a CSQ, there are, of course, a lot of steps, right? So it's not an easy process. It will require a lot of work from you. It's a very step-by-step process. So coming here and coming to a new country, studying, working, getting new friends, new social circles, being away from your families, it's not easy. But when you think long-term, it is really the best way to, I think, have a soft landing here at Canada. Because if you think after the education program that you'll take, well, you'll have a Canadian education diploma certificate. You'll have Canadian work experience. You'll have a Canadian network of colleagues, friends, neighbors as well. And all of this, of course, leads to you, I think, having a fantastic life after you take a lot of those steps, right? But these steps they take years to accomplish. With a CSQ, you do have a language requirement as well. That language requirement is a CLB6, so a B2. Now this
CLB7.
CLB7, perfect. Now a B2 is upper intermediate, and that would be in French. You get bonus points, or you get additionally a strong application if you have a high score in your English language exam as well. So that is something that, after being here for a couple of years, speaking French every day, speaking English every day, is something that you should be able to accomplish as well. Now, back to the program here, for the nursing program, it is one of the programs that makes you eligible to apply for the PEC. But it is one of the requirements, right? There are additional requirements, of course.
Yeah, as we mentioned before, it's not only the completion of the program; it's having a certain level of French language. It's proving that you have certain funds available for your process, and also that you have the intent to establish yourselves here in the province of Quebec. But as you mentioned before, it's a step-by-step process. Like, the first thing is, for sure, just coming and starting your nursing programming here, for which you will need a CAQ, which is the acceptance certificate from Quebec, which is given to temporary residents. So you will become a temporary resident while you are studying. Then, after that is when you apply for the CSQ, which makes you a permanent resident. That's when things are going to change. That's when you will be able to choose your work, to choose if you want to, again, specialize yourself in another field, or keep studying something else. So then, as we have said several times, it's a step-by-step process. But this program at Canada College, the And the Diploma Vocational Studies is a program that is going to open the doors for you to go through this process and to go from temporary resident to permanent residence. And then, of course, in the future, you can also become a Canadian citizen.
Now, in addition to being a program that could qualify you for the PEC, the program itself is excellent. So, Lisette, with this program here, why would this be, other than the immigration opportunity, what are some of the good parts about this program?
Yes, the DEP, which comes from French, Diplôme d'études collégiales, in nursing here at Canada College, also includes an internship. So this will really help you to get in training, to really practice all that you have been learning during the program. So Canada College has established really good and strong partnerships with different hospitals in the region. So you will be able to put all of the knowledge that you acquire during your program really into the work, and then you will know how the field is. Then following this internship, also the PEC will allow you to have not only this credential and this work experience. So this will give you a broad spectrum of opportunities to work after and to decide to continue with your professional development.
At every single place you apply to in Canada, they're always looking to see if you have Canadian experience. So a program like this with an internship with all these amazing hospitals in Montreal is such a home run. In addition to this internship, so you would need to practice your profession, but you need to practice your language skills as well. So Canada College here offers French programs for all levels, really, all the way from beginner all the way through till your exam. And that is, of course, another, I think, fantastic opportunity for you to really expand your knowledge in your profession, but also in your language skills.
Yes, it's a very good point to let them know, because sometimes as a student you may be a bit afraid of speaking in another language that is not your primary language. But you know what? In here, we all speak in a different language that is not our own. So don't be afraid. There will be a whole system of integration and settlement programs that you will be able to access to just by studying here in Quebec and by deciding to establish yourself in here. So you will be covered around all of these programs. So there will be always something or someone, an organization, public, private, that is going to be there to help you achieve your goals, either with your language, with your work, with your connections, with your life in general.
As we discussed before as well, nursing is maybe the best market in Canada. We're an aging population. People need health services, of course. So after you complete all of these requirements, get that experience, have those language skills, the entire job market is really open for you. All right, so with regard to the PEC, a lot of people apply through the PEC, of course. And what are some of the advantages of this, Lisette?
The main one is the processing will be faster than going under a different program. Because as we mentioned at some point, before even finishing the study program, you can apply for your CSQ. So by the time that you finish your program, you will be receiving your CSQ, and then you can proceed with the second part of this, which is before the federal government to obtain the permanent residence. So it's a faster processing, and it's also a more simple process. It will require less documents than other programs. So for you as a student and as a future permanent resident, it will be not a hassle to have to deal with a bunch of stuff that you may not even understand. It's a program that is simple, and it will be more clear for you how to do it.
And especially when you have a plan before even coming to Canada, you're thinking of the long-term plan of qualifying for the PEC. That makes, of course, the entire journey that much more straightforward for you, rather than somebody who simply comes here and they're not really thinking about the future, or they go study a program somewhere, and after the program, they say, okay, what can I do now? That's always very, very problematic when people do it. But if you have a clear journey in mind before you even come here, your integration part will be that much easier. All right, so thank you for your time. Thank you for your interest in coming here to Quebec. We're Montrealers, and we love international people. It's a very welcoming city. I think you'll have a fantastic journey to becoming Canadian. And it all starts with, I guess, contacting Canada College.
Yes, thank you for choosing Canada College for your future plan in coming to Canada. And don't forget that you can reach us or reach Canada College at any point if you have any questions and if you have any concerns about this program and all the other different programs they offer. And you can always contact them at info@collegecanada.com.
Bye, everybody.
Thank you.